We picture Van Gogh as the ultimate mad genius, wild-eyed, slicing off his ear. But what if that story is wrong? What if the art we cherish wasn't a product of his madness, but a desperate fight against it? Let's unravel the chaos of Van Gogh's mind to find the truth. Before the legend, there was just a man. Vincent Van Gogh wasn't born an artist. He failed as an art dealer, a teacher, and a preacher. In his letters to his brother Theo, he described his youth as gloomy, cold, and sterile. A profound and crushing loneliness. It was only at 27, feeling like a total outcast, that he turned to art, not from confidence, but from having no other options. His early works were dark and somber, mirroring his solitude. Everything changed in Paris. He met the Impressionists and his world exploded with color. But the city grated on his nerves and he sought refuge in the sun-drenched south of France. In Arles, his art came alive. He painted with a feverish intensity, renting a yellow house to fulfill his greatest dream. A studio of the South, an artist's colony. At the center of this dream was the artist he deeply admired, Paul Gauguin. The dream was a fragile one. Van Gogh and Gauguin had opposite ideas about art, and their shared studio became a pressure cooker. When Gauguin threatened to leave, Vincent's dream began to shatter. The breaking point came with news that his brother Theo was engaged. For Vincent, who depended on Theo for everything, this sparked an overwhelming terror of abandonment. After one last bitter quarrel, Gauguin stormed out. In a state of psychosis and despair, Vincent sliced off the lower part of his left ear. This wasn't madness fueling genius. It was the terrifying breakdown of a man crushed by fear. In May 1889, Vincent voluntarily checked himself into the Saint-Paul-de-Mosol asylum. It was here, surrounded by suffering, that he entered one of the most productive periods of his life. Crucially, he painted during his periods of lucidity, not during his psychotic breaks. His art wasn't a symptom of his illness. It was his medicine. It was his anchor to reality. From his barred window, he looked out and painted the cosmic energy of the starry night and captured the vibrant life of irises in the asylum's garden. In his final 70 days in Auvers-sur-Oise, he painted an astonishing 70 canvases. The wheat fields, the swirling crows, each work buzzes with an urgent energy. Then, on July 27, 1890, he stumbled back to his room with a fatal gunshot wound. For over a century, the story was simple: suicide. But some biographers now question this, suggesting he may have been accidentally shot by local boys. We'll probably never know for sure what happened in that field. So, was Vincent Van Gogh a genius because of his madness? The evidence says no. He was a genius in spite of it. His mental illness was a debilitating storm he had to fight every single day. The romantic myth ignores the immense courage it took for him to pick up his brushes during his moments of clarity and fight back against the darkness. His art was his rebellion, a profound testament to the resilience of the human spirit.